Hi, my name's Shane Buchan. I'm running for the mayor of Kings County in the upcoming election. I thought this would be an opportunity for me to make this video for you to get to know me a little bit better, as I'm not going door to door.
So Shane, what do you do for a living?
I am the owner of Perry Transportation Group, which operates a bus service supply company in Cambridge. We've been in business since 1963. You know that very well.
I do.
You worked with us for 30 plus, 40 plus years.
Yep.
And Sandy and I worked together for 30 of those years together. That's why I asked Sandy if he was able to ask me these questions, because Sandy ran in the last municipal election, and Sandy's brother, my father, was the warden of the county for a number of years. So it's a real family affair for us, and I was very happy that Sandy graciously accepted to do this, and so thank you.
Oh, no worries there.
But yeah, we run a company in Cambridge. We employ 35 to 40 people. We operate 10 buses in the county. For charter work, we have 2 contracts in the city for the Nova Scotia Health Authority, and we sell school bus parts. We sell Linex, box liners, crown undercoating, and we have a muffler shop in Auburn. And I've worked with the business since 1986, so 35 years.
Yes, a long time.
It's been a long time
now.
Yeah.
Employed a lot of people over all those years too.
Yeah, we downsized in 2013 when we sold the business to Stock Transportation. We had at that time 245 employees. 185 buses, and we just got in the situation where it was time to maybe take it a little easier.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But and been expanding ever since, though.
Yeah, we've added a little bit every year. Last year we added Crown. The year before we added Linex. Yeah. So we have a body shop there, and yeah.
Keeping everybody employed.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
So, what kind of hobbies do you have?
I ride a motorcycle. I do a lot. I used to do a lot of traveling before COVID.
Right.
I used to. This is the longest I've been in Nova Scotia in my life.
Yes.
I used to travel quite a bit, extensively. I like going out to dinner, watching movies.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, pretty much, COVID has changed the lives of everybody, hasn't it?
COVID really has impacted everyone. I saw things that I never thought I would see in my life in Nova Scotia. I drove the Northwood shuttle bus in Halifax, where I would move nurses after their day shift and night shift, and the total exhaustion on their face. And, you know, it's really sad when you pull up to a nursing home and you see bodies coming out left, right, and crazy. It's very disappointing.
And we're not all through it yet.
No, you know, there's people that want to take both sides of the COVID story.
Right.
To me, it's real.
Yeah.
It has affected us. My business has been affected. My livelihood has been affected. A lot of businesses have been affected. A lot of people's livelihoods have changed. And I don't believe that's ever going to come back. It's going to be a long road to get to back where we were pre-COVID. Yeah,
for sure. Well, you sound pretty passionate. So what are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about helping people.
Yeah.
I really am. I've been a Shriner for 20 plus years, as you.
Yes.
And you know, it's good. It's a good feeling to help people. That's why I wanted to get involved in politics. The satisfaction that I had from when my father passed, your brother, that people came up and told me stories that I had no idea that what he did for people and how he did it, and just the general nature of the helping. It really makes you feel good to be able to start something, finish it, and go through. So I would say helping people would be one of my passions.
Well, I always remember that Jerry used to tell us that if you don't like a situation and you don't know what can be done to fix it, just put your hand up and get involved.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me to the next question. Why do you want to get involved in politics?
Well, I had a brief shot at it back in 2013 when I ran for MLA in Kings South, and I've always been involved in politics, with Jerry being warden and I liked the way that the talk was around of knowing how things change and how things work. And I always wanted to get a seat at the table to better our county, better our way of life for people that work here and live here. Yeah. I think we can do more. I think there's always an opportunity that we can provide better employment for people, help businesses get successful, open the doors for more opportunities for people.
Well, there certainly is a need out there. No question. Yeah. And I think COVID has just brought it even that much closer to the table to us to show us what's out there.
Oh yeah.
That we need help here.
I completely agree.
We're not just the have province that we think we are. There's a lot of people out there who need help.
Yeah. And I don't think we even realize the extent of it yet.
No.
I was watching on the news today that the rental agreements are now over.
Yes.
So businesses are now having to pay full rent. My business, all the allowances, the extensions, the terms that I negotiated for March, they're all over now. So all my term loans are all due now.
Yeah.
So if you're not busy and you're not making money, you're going to have an awful hard time getting ahead.
Yeah.
Because business is down 30 to 40%.
And we're not all open all back up again.
Oh no, we're not.
We're still restricted here.
We're still in a state of emergency here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So no. So what's the reason that you wanted to run this particular time?
I just think it's time for a change. You know, I wanted to run last time, and it just wasn't right for me. I'm 51 years old now. I did a little math, and Jerry was retiring from politics at 54.
Right.
So I'm a little late at the game if I wanted to follow in his footsteps. But at 51, I think I'm at the right age. I've experienced a lot in business. I've learned a lot. I have a lot to learn. There's no question. I learn every day, and I'm looking forward to working with people, getting different concepts involved here. But you know, we had some situations where we built a new building in Cambridge 2 years ago, and the planning department and the process, I wouldn't say has been customer friendly.
Right.
So I really want to focus on making it better for businesses to have an opportunity to have a customer experience at the county, where they you know, if you really think about it, it's you spend a lot of money on taxes, and it'd be kind of nice to have your questions answered and have somebody to talk to, return your phone calls, and treat you like a customer.
For sure.
So.
And we all know that without business in the local area, that business generates the incomes.
Yeah.
That generates the money that's spent back to everybody else.
Yep. It just makes it easier for everybody if we have more businesses here. And for some reason, we aren't open for business.
Right.
There's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of roadblocks. The answer is no to a lot of questions. In my world, in your world, when you were working with the company, we always said yes to our customers.
Right.
We had to find a way. What are you looking for? Oh, well, we'll find it. We'll make that. We'll figure out a way to make that happen.
Wasn't necessarily always easy.
It's never easy. Something worthwhile is never easy.
That's right.
But it's worth it. So, you know, there's just so many stories that I'm hearing talking to people that there's a custom bike manufacturer in Cambridge that wants to expand their business but can't. Every answer from the county is no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. I look at other counties around, and they have the yes we can attitude.
Right. And
unfortunately, I think a lot of our businesses are going there. So we need to really adapt and change. This is an absolutely fantastic county, and we need to have more people want to do business here.
Well, you're right. This is one of the greatest spots in the world. We sometimes don't think of it as being that because we're from here. But what we have, people want and want to come to it. They'll come for miles to get here.
You know, I've traveled around the world. driving buses home to Nova Scotia from California, Las Vegas, Florida, home, and nothing feels better than when you hit Avonport,
Right on.
coming down and seeing Bloomington. You know you're home, and there's no better feeling in the world. So,
right on. What are the important issues this time? Because there's always every election there seems to be some issues that need to be addressed. And what do you think those are?
Roads are a big thing for me personally.
Wow. Yeah.
When I'm out riding my motorcycle, I spend a lot of time in Annapolis County.
Mm-hmm.
Their roads are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Our roads getting to Annapolis County aren't so nice.
Yep.
There is a program in place. I need to look into that and see really what that's going to do for our roads, but we need better roads.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the bottom line. We're spending an awful lot of money on taxes, and we need better roads. Rural internet is a real issue.
Yep.
There's a young lady was taking a course in university and had to come to the business to use the Wi-Fi internet to finish her course because they couldn't do it at home.
No.
Talking with that bus driver afterwards, and she says she's getting tired of spending her evenings in the McDonald's and Tim Horton parking lot so they can get Wi-Fi. You know, that's just not acceptable in today's day and age.
No.
So we really need to put a big push on on internet, high-speed internet. I know that they're working. I know that there's an agreement, but 5 years down the road, it's not acceptable. It needs to be done now. There needs to be a better way, and we need to get it solved.
Well, again, I think COVID's brought that to light again.
Sure has.
That we've asked everybody to stay home. We've asked everybody to stay safe, but they don't have the tools to carry on life.
Can you imagine the isolation if you didn't have internet?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't.
And we know there's spots within the county that
You just don't.
there isn't any.
You know, and there is going to be spots that are never going to have it.
Right.
And I get that. And some of the people that live there might like that.
Yeah.
But it depreciates your home value. It does everything to you.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? Because that's when I just recently sold well, not recently, but a year ago, I sold a house, and that was one of the things. You know, do you have internet service?
Yeah.
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 Kind of like, why would you ask that?
Why would you not? Yeah.
But that's a selling factor to your. If you didn't have it, that could be a reason why not to buy your house.
Right. So it's high-speed internet is very important to me.
Yeah.
Roads and the positivity of the county building and working in that environment. Yeah. We need to change the culture. So I'm really looking forward to having some changes.
We got to get open for business here.
We have to be open for business.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What experiences that you have would make you the right choice, you think, for this election?
I think working in business, working in your own business, you see pitfalls that maybe somebody else wouldn't. Owning a company, owning the business, you deal with staffing issues, you deal with employment problems, you deal with banks, loans, and I really do believe it's a well-rounded opportunity to take that knowledge into that office and make some significant changes.
Well, I think at this point in time, if you're in business in the Maritimes, and especially in the business that you are in and have been in, it's not a business that everybody walks into and has an opportunity to buy something from you. Where you're a very specific business.
That's
and
correct.
To be successful and succeed these many years, proves that you have the ability to operate and run things. Yeah.
So it's an opportunity, I think, to put some of that work to use.
Right.
I know that it was very prosperous when Jerry was the warden and his business experience, and I have common sense and traditional values, and I want to put them to use.
Right. Okay. So I guess the last question I need to ask you then is, why should people vote for you?
Well, I'd like to think that people should put the confidence in me for real change. I'm honest, I'm trustworthy, and I'm a hard worker. Right. And I'll work very hard to get some positive things done in this county.
Excellent.
So, thanks, Shane. Thanks, Sandy, for taking the time to do this.
It's good.
Appreciate it.